Hey, this is Adam Torres, and I'm here to tell you that it has never been easier to start your very own podcast. At Mission Matters, our goal is to amplify stories that matter. That means we want to help you start your podcast because your story matters. We can do this in 3 different ways. 1, join our podcast school and take a free or paid course. 2, visit our resources page where we've already figured out what you need, such as where to host your podcast. Or 3, heck, we can even do everything for you through our podcast agency, including editing for cheaper than you can do in-house. Oh, and no contract, service is month to month. Get started by heading over to missionmatters.com and click on Start a Podcast. All right, now let's get into the show. Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Mission Matters Fitness Podcast, your source for all things fitness. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres. Keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, missionmatters.com, click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Tony Baker on the line. He's a community engagement manager over at Fit Group USA. Tony, welcome to the show.
Hey, what's up, Adam? Thanks for having me, man.
Oh, man. So, hey, I'm excited to have you on the show today. So today's topic, we're going to talk about how you're helping group exercise teachers get more gigs. So that's a big deal. So excited about that. But before we get into what you're doing over at Fit Group USA, let's go a little bit further in your background. So how did you get started in your career?
Yeah, I just did a lot of, I started a lot of businesses, failed at a lot of businesses, and then got involved in fitness along that route. And I fell in love with it, man. So I wanted to work within it as much as I could. One thing led to another, and I started working with Fit Group USA, and yeah, the rest is pretty much, but I had a lot of experience leading up to that, in business in general, doing a lot of phone sales, real estate stuff, vending machines, you name it, man. So one thing led to another, and I landed here.
And man,
to make a long story short,
I love your story because I tell people all the time, I'm like, business is not a straight path. I think you named phone sales, did that one. You named vending machines. I did that. Had some vending machines. Let's see, I'm probably 20 businesses in before I finally hit with missionmatters.com. But yeah, that's what we do. We as entrepreneurs and as business people, we go out there and we get it. So I love it. I love your story. And speaking, I think it's a great transition too. Let's jump into what you're doing over at Fit Group USA and how you're helping group teachers get gigs. I mean, it's a big deal. So where do you want to start with that one?
Well, yeah, for sure, man. And we really want to get the gigs that are worth it to the instructors. So I've worked in a lot of places as a yoga instructor, as a high intensity, and not to put any of the studios or big gym outfits down. But they don't pay the best, and it's okay. And maybe some do, not the ones I've worked with. So my intention setting out to work with other instructors and get them gigs was to help pay them a little bit more. So we offer $1 a minute minimum for any class that we get them hooked up with, and I started teaching on my own here in San Diego, is where I'm at, and realized quickly that, we could make a little bit more money. And what happens was we started getting registered with communities, big outfits, big apartment communities. There's a lot of hoops to jump through when you get registered with them. But then what we were able to do was transition into offering those classes throughout the U.S., actually, to other fitness instructors at a higher rate than what they, and it felt really good. And it was kind of a little piece of, what I was able to do as far as like giving back. I liked teaching at a higher rate myself. But a lot of the teachers, if you've ever been around fitness teachers, we love doing it. We just do it just because we enjoy it.
For sure. Are you kidding me? All the people that are listening to this right now, a lot of them are teachers, and I get it. And I've seen some of the, and again, not putting down studios. I mean, different business models. Some are more profitable than others. Some of these really nice studios are fighting to stay alive, and
totally.
So we're not putting down. Just to be clear, everybody listening, we're not putting down business owners, but we're just saying that there's competing interests here, and there's a skill set. So somebody like
yourself or another fitness instructor that's dedicated their lives to their craft and pouring their heart into this. I mean, I don't know because I've planned one personally, but I do know because I've been around the community a long time of what it takes to put together a class and to plan that and what the mental capacity it takes to get ready and then to go up there and make it look easy. That stuff's not easy. That's hard.
Yeah, it is, and it's a lot of little behind the scenes work that not really people, and I again, the studios, man, some of them are really putting all they can into it, and I understand, but we're able to negotiate, to at a rate that, helps out the instructors, gets them in a position to, offer their services as well. So it's really it's kind of a full cycle thing where we're working one-on-one with the teachers. We're working directly with the venues. It's great, man. It's a great gig. I love it.
And for the venues, so just to be clear, because there's different types of individuals listening right now. We've been addressing obviously the the fitness instructors themselves so far. Let's talk about it from the venue standpoint for a moment or two, because if I understand you correctly, it becomes almost a value add in terms of adding an amenity to a community, which can add significant value to overall, like attracting who comes to your community, rental rates, all that kind of stuff. And who knows on pricing and stuff, that's beyond our conversation. But an amenity is an amenity. So can we talk on that end of it a little bit more on how the communities have benefited from this?
Yeah, absolutely, man. There's a lot of communities that just love having someone come in and offer class in general. So, not only just like regular apartment buildings, corporate offices, senior communities, they want us to come in and give them a variety of classes for all of them to work from. We have like aqua classes, Zumba, yoga, Tai Chi, you name it, anything, boot camps. And for the fitness teachers listening, I highly recommend just in your area reaching out to every, little community that you have. I know right now is a little crazy, but, just putting that effort out there and making connections and building relationships and hey, you never know, and obviously you get a better rate for the most part. So.
No, that's really well said, and I get it, and they do have that. It's a different business model. So when it's an amenity and they have egg-in costs, I mean, it's different. They can tend to pay a little bit more, possibly, depending on the community, of course. No, I love it. So, Tony, That being said, if somebody is listening to this and they want to learn, a final question, two-part question. So if somebody's listening to this and they want to learn more about Fit Group USA, if they are an instructor, what's the best way for them to connect? And if they are a community or a corporate or corporation or business that's looking to possibly partner to offer those services, what's the best way for them to reach out to?
Yeah, and if you're an instructor, you just go to Fit Group USA under the Teachers tab. You can register. It's completely free, and we don't send out a bunch of emails trying to sell you T-shirts and whatever. We just, you just register. If there's a class open, we're gonna reach out to you if it's in your zone or area. That's it, basically. So you just register with like your certificate and some of the other things that I think we might need some info on you, but other than that, it's pretty simple, straightforward. And then if it's a venue, you just reach out to us, leave any type of questions you may have, a way to contact you, and we'll touch base and kind of form a program that best fits your needs. Like, it's every venue is different. Every place is there. Like, you can't just go into an office building the same way you're going to go into a senior community. You know what I mean? So, just a little bit of information, and we can go from there.
Fantastic. Well, Tony, it's been awesome having you on the show today. I appreciate you coming on and sharing more about the great work that you're doing over at Fit Group USA, helping our instructors out there get gigs that are well paying. So, man, great work there. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review on the Apple iTunes Store. And if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Mission Matters Fitness, definitely give us a subscribe there, but also leave us some comments in the video. Love to know what kind of projects and things that you're working on. And Tony, thanks again for coming on the show.
Hey, thanks so much, man. Appreciate you.